Did you know that buying a home in British Columbia comes with legal fees that can sneak up to over $1,000? And that's before you even factor in surprise charges like land transfer taxes. Let me tell you, yeah, I've sat across from enough wide-eyed buyers at closing to know that nobody wants that kind of sticker shock. So picture this. Last month, I worked with Sarah, a first-time buyer who'd budgeted perfectly for her down payment, only to realize she'd forgotten about the 2 to 4% in closing costs. Her face when we explained the land transfer tax? Priceless. But hey, that's why we're here, to unpack all those sneaky fees so you don't end up scrambling like a raccoon in a recycling bin. Let's start with legal fees. Most folks think it's just about signing papers, right? Wrong. Those $900 to $1,300 cover everything from title searches, so you're not accidentally buying a haunted house with unpaid liens, to land title office registrations. Oh, and here's something first timers often miss. If you're not using a realtor, you'll need a lawyer to draft protective clauses in your contract. Trust me, skimping here is like skipping sunscreen at a Vancouver beach. Painful later. Now, land transfer tax. It's the big one. On a $500,000 home, you're looking at around 8 grand. Yep, 8,000. And no, you can't argue your way out of it. It's baked into BC's property laws. But first-time buyers, listen up. There's an exemption if you qualify. So always ask your notary. Then there's title insurance. Think of it as a force field against future headaches, undiscovered encroachments, zoning issues, that sort of thing. For about 175 bucks, it's a no-brainer. Oh, and if you're buying a strata, budget another 55 to 85 for the estoppel certificate. It's basically the building's financial report card. Here's where even seasoned buyers trip up. Property taxes. They're prorated at closing, so if the seller prepaid, you'll owe them for the remaining months. And new builds? Don't forget the 5% GST. So after all this, what's the golden rule? Always ask your lawyer for a line item quote. Hidden fees love to lurk in courier charges or file administration costs. Sarah learned that the hard way, but you don't have to. If you want to dive deeper into BC's closing cost maze, check the link below. And hey, if this saved you from a paperwork panic, smash that like button. Otherwise, the algorithm might replace me with a used car salesman hawking gently haunted fixer-uppers. Kidding, mostly.